Okay, so it's The American President. It's a 1995 film directed by Rob Reiner, and it was written by Aaron Sorkin. Starred Michael Douglas as President Andrew Shepard, and Annette Bening as Sidney Ellen Wade, who was an environmental lobbyist. It was released in November of 1995, so it was kind of a Christmas release. It was up for several Golden Globe nominations, including Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Screenplay, and he was nominated for Best Music, and it didn't win in any of those categories. But it was the movie was received well. It made a lot of money, 61 million in the U.S., almost 48 million overseas, for a total of 108 million dollars. This was written by Aaron Sorkin, as I mentioned earlier. He took 3 years to write it. Exceptionally long time for it. The screenplay, when he was finished with it, was almost 400 pages, which is exceptionally long for a screenplay, as I understand it. They generally run in the neighborhood of 120 pages, and I suspect that one of the reasons, according to the Wikipedia write-up on Sorkin, is it took him so long because he was on crack and living in a hotel in LA. In fact, he went through a bad period where he was a heavy doper, crack, regular cocaine, hallucinogenics, as well as weed and all that sort of stuff. Robert Redford was involved in this originally, but he dropped out. Redford wanted this to be a love story. When Reiner got involved as the director, he wanted it to be more political, and Reiner dropped out. And also, apparently, Reiner and Redford did not get along or see eye to eye on this movie, at least. So Redford dropped out of it. Aaron Sorkin went on to write a lot of things, including the Broadway play A Few Good Men, some other things. But in the context of this discussion, he was also the principal writer and creator of the TV show on NBC called The West Wing, which I presume some of us have watched at the time. And in fact, he used a lot of the massive screenplay, that nearly 400-page screenplay, has the grist for the first two episodes of the TV series, which started in 1999, I think. And let's see, others that were involved in the movie also were involved in the West Wing. The chief of staff for President Bartlett was Martin Sheen, who went on to become Josh Bartlett, the president in the West Wing. Nancy McNulty was in both the film and the play. So was Josh Malina. Ron Canada appeared in both of them. Tom Borg also appeared in it. One of the political consultants for President Shepard in this was Michael J. Fox, and he went on to be the star in another politically oriented sitcom on NBC, I think, called Spin City. Both, interestingly enough, both the Presidents Bartlett and Shepard were Democrats. They were very idealistic presidents, according to both the movie and the TV show. And they were also pretty indecisive at times, at both of them. And there is one line from this movie towards the tail end of it that ends up crossing over into reality when President Shepard gets up on the podium at in the press room of the White House and begins to defend his girlfriend and announce that he's going to send up the environmental bill that his girlfriend wants, and he's going to send up a tougher crime bill. He talks about his political opponent and potential presidential threat, Bob Runsome, who was played by Richard Dreyfuss in the movie, and he said something to the effect that Bob Rumson shouldn't want to get into a character debate with Sidney Wade because she's way out of your league. During the 2016 campaign for president, when Donald Trump began to make allusions towards Ted Cruz and his family, Cruz borrowed a line from the movie and said, if Donald Trump wants to get into a character debate, he'd better stick with me because he's when it comes to my wife Heidi, he's way out of his league. So that was film transferring over into reality. I've seen this movie a couple of times. I really like it. I'm a big fan of Aaron Sorkin's work in general on a lot of different things. And so in light of the tragic death of Reiner at the end of last year, and I don't think we had done this movie before, I decided it would be appropriate to give it a go. So that's why I chose it, and I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Perfect for President's Day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Good call.
So I was surprised, Mahoney. This is a rom-com. What? Mike Mahoney picked something that has romance in it? No, surely not. I'll fall out of my chair right now. It was fabulous. I absolutely loved it. Great pick. And I mean, it's just star-studded all the way through. It's like, oh, there's so-and-so and there's so-and-so. And that was so much fun. And the two things that he brought up at the end, the environment and the crime gun control, here we are 30 years later, and we still have the same issues. So even though that wasn't reality, it is.
Yeah, what's the saying? Art imitates life, or life imitates art. You know, there's some going both ways.
Not to say it didn't precede 1995 as well.
Yeah. Bill Clinton in there and whatever was going on.
Yeah, in fact, NBC was reluctant to pick up The West Wing because they had it offered to them, I think, in 1998, and they they passed on it once because of the Lewinsky scandal with Clinton. But then they went to it in '99.
Isn't it funny how in this movie the big scandal was he was a single president and he had this girlfriend who stayed overnight, and now, I mean, nobody would even think twice about something like that.
I think part of that was that the opponent, Rumsford or whatever it was, felt that he gained leverage at that point because the president had run on something of a sympathy vote, right?
Yeah.
And that was suddenly an opening for, well, he's no longer a poor widower. He's now got a girlfriend. So we can go after him on morality and a variety of other things. So I think it just was an opening for a weakness for the opponent. And I think that's why that came in so strongly.
And interesting, we never meet Bob Rumson's wife, or we don't know if he's married. Yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss is a pretty good snake.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Had everybody seen it before?
Yeah,
I never had.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I'd never seen it, and very entertaining.
I'm pretty sure that Bob and I saw it actually at the movies. I think we went into when it first came out.
Yeah, it was a great date movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And
I would have loved to have seen the other 200 pages, Mahoney.
Well, apparently a lot of it was ended up being in the first two.
It was written in really tiny print in a blue book. You know?
Yeah. First two seasons of West Wing. Yeah.
Well, I think the issue was that his girlfriend was a lobbyist.
Yeah. Yeah.
More so than.
Well, that's true. Yeah. More than, yeah. But it created an opening.
Right.
And I think Annette Bening really shines in this film. I mean, there was, like as Chris pointed out, a lot of big names and good acting, but I think, she was if I had to pick, I'd say she did the best. Yeah.
Yeah, she was nominated by the Best Globes for Best Actress,
Mhm.
for the Golden Globes for Best
Yeah.
Actress.
Karen,
Mike,
you
were
used
there
the
no
word.
Academy Award nominations?
There was one for Best Music, and
Okay.
it didn't win.
Okay.
Karen, you said she shines. I think literally the way they shot her, the way she was presented,
yeah.
she was luminescent. I mean, she
Well, look
just,
at the picture, behind the two Jeffs. Look at
Yeah.
the difference. She, like you say, she practically glows.
Yeah, she's 2 colors lighter than Michael Douglas.
Yeah, you couldn't take your eyes off of her. I mean, she showed up well. They helped her show up well. And I thought her character was part, cage fighter and part, attractive female, and she balanced the two without giving up the other. And so I thought it was well written. I often ask, what was the driving force? What were they looking for here? And I don't know if the driving force was Sorkin's script or Reiner's direction. Did Reiner just get out of the way of a script, or did he help mold the script so it was more of a political and love story as opposed to just a love story? I'd love to know how they collaborated to produce this, because it seems like a very balanced movie where you could like just the love story, or you can admire the political courage of the two partners, and the gravity of the White House when all that stuff's going on. I thought it did a great job. It was very entertaining.
Well, supposedly the first working title on the movie was "The President Elopes," and Redford was attracted to it because it was going to be a love story in the White House, and then Reiner wanted to make it more of a political movie, or at least add the political dimension up higher than Redford liked, and that was one of the reasons Redford backed away from the project.
And Mike, was Redford going to play the president?
He was going to be President Shepard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Was the
I had
political
never-
part already part of the script, and he highlighted that, or did he get Sorkin to add that? I guess we don't have any idea, but I'd love to know.
Well, I'm guessing since they took some of the overage and moved it into the West Wing, that it had a political tact to.
That's what I was
begin with.
thinking, Mike. Yeah.
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 And Douglas is good. Douglas,
Sometimes.
Joan and I
Sometimes he
watched
can be
it,
kind of a paper doll, but in this movie, he was 3-dimensional. He was good.
and Joan and I looked at each other and was like, well, I wish we had a president like that,
Oh, yeah.
with character.
Or anybody with a pulse?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Well, I don't know.
McInerney said to Shepard that it's a good thing that he won the presidency, or else he would have been the best loved professor of history at the University of Wisconsin. Something to that effect. I mean, there was so many funny lines in this. It was great.
I thought Michael J. Fox had some great lines.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did.
And Chris and I were talking, because this is 95, and I know that during Spin City, he was very much talking about his Parkinson's. But that came after this, not long after, but that came after this. I just was trying to remember if he had, if he had started to talk about Parkinson's at that time. And Chris said she thought yes.
Well,
But I
he
couldn't
had
remember.
it and he hid it so that he could.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. There was a while
Yeah.
that, and then in Spin City, what I had read was that he told his castmates,
Okay.
but that before he sort of came out to everyone to say, this is what's going on with me. And he stopped taking his medication on set because he says, it diminishing returns. In other words, it's not going to keep me, at this level forever. And so I'm saving it for when I'm with my family. That's when I want to be my strongest. So that's when I'm going to take my medication.
I got to admit, I was looking for tics from him, and I don't know that I spotted them, or if I did, maybe I was just imagining them. But once you see him and you do sort of figure out the time frame, you go, I wonder if he was working around them then.
Right.
And
They may have cut some of that out too. You don't know.
Yeah.
I
That
did.
edited, carefully. Well,
I look
is
for that
anybody else
too.
watching Shrinking? Because he showed up in one of the episodes of
Mhm.
Shrinking this season. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is Jeff nodding. Yeah.
he's
It
become
was
pretty
amazing,
fierce.
wasn't it? That
Yeah.
episode. Oh,
You know, he was in some legal dramas too, and he's
Mhm.
always a fierce guy, like almost angry about stuff. But he carries his disease very well. And I looked for tics likewise in this movie. I saw no real evidence of that. So whatever they did, they camouflaged it if it was there. I'm talking, I looked at the economics of this, and Mike touched on that before, but the budget was like $62 million. And I thought, well, now, I guess they must have spent most of that on the cast because the scenes were not real complicated. I don't know if they used the White House partly for that or how they did that. It looked very authentic, but I think that the cast must have been really expensive.
I would think.
One of the, Mike, you're muted, buddy. Honus, you're muted.
They built an Oval Office and a West Wing set out in LA on a studio, so they didn't shoot it at the White House.
One of the things that I thought they did a great job with, and I usually don't pay that much attention to opening titles or things, but the way they sort of did a history of the office of the president, you know, with Washington and Adams and it lent gravity to the office and the office holder before the movie ever started. I mean, you could tell from the beginning they had some respect for the office, and we're going to put this guy in that role with that, you know, that mantle around him. And as I was watching it, I was thinking they're doing a good job of doing a history lesson and talking about the people that served in that office before they, you know, turn over to an actor. And I thought that was a nice touch, the way they set that up. Because I don't think they had to do too many sets. I mean, you knew who he was and what he was and where he was, you know, performing his duties without a whole lot of setup. But anyway, I thought the titles were worthwhile and served a purpose.
They had to do a dish room.
That's right.
It was a great dish room, yeah.
China.
Oh, yeah, China.
Well, and that was
China.
Jeff, that was a good scene when he's supposedly on the phone with his dentist, and his daughter tells Sidney
Right.
Wade that he's on the phone with his dentist, and you know that young woman did a nice job in the film as well.
Great. She was great.
First thought that crossed my mind is he's already lying to this lady, but they made a joke of it later, so I guess he got away with it. How's your tooth? Huh? What?
Well, and when she plays "Hail to the Chief" as he's walking out of her bedroom,
Whereas before she couldn't hardly even play.
Where she's
play a
struggling.
scale. Yeah.
I mean, you got to know there's got to be pressure if you're dating the president and he's, you know, the most powerful person in the world. You know, does that come with all the powers of the associated powers?
Well, yeah,
hard to live up to.
The lines.
Here you're blushing.
When she's going to spend the night, the first night, and he talks about if this was Eisenhower, he'd already be dead.
Mahoney, did you see this in a theater or see it on TV? When did you first spot it?
I think I saw it on TV. I think, and in fact, it always reminds me when West Wing was on. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it at all. I wasn't watching any network TV to speak of. And one of the producers said, "Mahoney, are you watching this show on NBC, The West Wing? It's all about politics. You'd really like it." And I said, "Man, I'm living this stuff 12 hours a day. I don't need to go home and watch it on
A
TV."
busman's holiday. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was with Chris. I was kind of surprised. I mean, I kept waiting for some sort of dramatic turn where the gloves came off and the politics, and I thought, oh, we're getting to the part that Mahoney really got his teeth into. But it was all very entertaining and watchable and rom-com friendly. So we at least know you have a corner of that in your heart.
Yeah.
Maybe in
Well,
a dark corner.
I will admit that the scene where Sydney tells at the Christmas party, tells the chief of staff and the president how she had a rotten day up on the Hill, and the 3 votes from the Detroit area weren't going to happen for the crime bill, and they said the only thing we hate more than the crime bill is that environmental bill, and they both instantly recognized, okay, we can turn the 3 if we give her bill up. And I went, oh yeah, okay, well, that's the horse trading I'm looking for.
That works. Yeah.
I thought that was going to happen.
That doesn't happen in real life, does it, Mike?
Well,
Somebody
John,
say
No,
sausage.
never.
John knows right here in our neighborhood that sometimes politicians marry their favorite lobbyist. Right, John?
Yeah.
Our Missouri Senator Roy Blunt, his Missouri residence is here in our building, and Abby is his wife, and she's probably now more powerful than he is, but
She was probably always more powerful than he was, Gary.
and I think that's a good reason. That's a main reason he didn't run for re-election. He didn't want to have to answer those questions. She's a nice lady.
And she was a lobbyist.
She still is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
What does she
probably
lobby for?
Philip Morris.
A lot of different people. In fact, one of his sons and one of his daughters are also very powerful lobbyists, especially in Missouri and on the federal scale as well.
An advantage
help
of that
it.
job, go ahead,
And
is
they
that you
help
don't
the
have to get
Chiefs.
elected.
Yeah, right. And they helped the Chiefs go to Kansas.
Barnhart, you've been so quiet.
Well, I've just been listening. I mean, my question was, and you guys were talking about it was pretty light movie. What is it that Mike really got his teeth into? And he kind of talked about that, but I guess it was just all the political things that were sprinkled along the way. I thought the most powerful part of the show was the very end when he defended her. And other than that, I thought it was a pretty light movie, Looks like Donna's coming in.
Sorry.
Hey,
I'm
Donna.
so sorry.
Yeah.
what happened?
What else?
Oh, yeah, you don't even want to know.
You're on Eastern
But I'm
time.
here. I'm
Okay.
okay. Yes, and
I
I'm
mean,
here.
Well,
All right, let's start over.
I'm wondering what else it was that Mike got his teeth into that made it be one of his movies of choice. Oh,
The political
can't
side of the
hear.
movie. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I can. Was it the ending speech? I mean, was that kind of? I mean, that kind of gave it its bite to you, or did you like all the stuff all along the way? Uh-oh.
You're mute again, Mahoney.
Yeah, you're muted.
Are you
And
Yeah,
I don't
are you
He's
usually
involved?
swearing.
with audio?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hey, he's gone.
Yes.
He's gonna come back.
Didn't
Well, I
like the
haven't heard from
question.
you.
He didn't
we
like
haven't
the
heard from you,
question.
Donna.
Yeah, yeah, mea culpa. I'm so sorry.
Well,
What
let's
did I
see.
say?
What can
That's
we
okay.
say?
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Did you watch the movie?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, I had seen it a number of times. Yes. And it's you know what I thought, the thing that was so amazing. Of course, it's all Hollywood and it's all of that. But it was so nice to see the White House the way it was, and now not like a gold plated garbage. and I mean, it just that's what I liked about it. I liked, it's a cute rom-com, but I think the last speech that he gives is something that it does make you, I don't know, kind of makes you think. Yeah, it is something that we all have to work at, and we have to be smart. And if you're not, we're just going to lose what we have. So, just from that aspect, it was kind of like this idealized version of the presidency. And then when you compare it to what it is now, you just want to go, geez, was that all completely, totally wrong? And what is it now? Can we even call it a presidency now? Anyway, but I liked it because it's a cute rom-com, and it has some things. It's like West Wing. It had things to say that you end up kind of liking. At least I did, anyway.
I think you're on the same page as everybody else. There was enough politics to give it a little bit of grit, and a love story, that was well done, and the
Yeah.
actors did great jobs, a great script, and it was just I just thought it was very entertaining,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
does make you nostalgic.
Yes.
You think back to, I'm not sure there was ever a president that, was that idealistic and was able and be successful at it.
Yeah.
It's nice to think back that might have been the case once upon a
Yeah, I
time.
know. You kind of wish. Yeah. Oh, I
I
wish.
thought it was paced really well. I don't know if there's a lot of editing involved, but it boom, boom. I mean,
Yeah.
very staccato.
Well, that's how the West Wing was. I think it's very much in Aaron Sorkin's
Sorkin.
Yeah.
the format of how he writes. And Donna, you weren't here, but when Mike Mahoney was introducing things, part of the reason that it took a long time, Mike said, and that he said a normal screenplay is about 120 pages. This was like 400 pages.
Oh.
Was that sadly, Aaron Sorkin had a serious drug dependency, especially with cocaine and crack cocaine. And so sometimes you look at that walk and talk, that what they did on the West Wing, remember?
Yeah.
That was the way that they would shoot that with the movement. Yeah, you got a sense of that, like Mike was saying, that pacing was really, really finely tuned.
Didn't he
was.
write a show that was based on like a sports network, a ESPN?
Yeah, it only lasted one season, and
Yeah.
it came out at
Oh,
the same time as
yeah.
30 Rock, and 30 Rock just pretty much the same thing and just blew it out of the water. But it had some of the cast from West Wing. It also had
What was the name of
nine
it?
friends
Do you
that
remember?
died.
Do you remember the name of it?
Chandler, the guy that played Chandler, was in it.
Matthew Perry.
Thank you. Matthew Perry was in it.
Was it TV are you talking about?
TV show, yeah, but it only lasted one season.
Sports Night?
I remember
Yeah.
the
What was
What?
the name of
Sports
it?
Night?
No,
could be,
Maybe.
no, I don't
But
think that was the one, but I could be wrong. Don't
but
quote
I
me.
remember the dialogue because I think Sorkin wrote it. I remember the dialogue being very rapid fire. I mean,
Yeah.
it moved along.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was like a Saturday Night Live.
Oh, no, this
Sort
was
of
a
but the behind the scenes kind of a
no,
thing.
this was a behind the scenes at a sports network like
Right.
an ESPN.
Yeah, that was a different one. Also,
Right.
good. I mean, I liked that one as
The
well.
sports
The
sports
newsroom?
night might have been it.
Sports Night was an American comedy drama created by Aaron Sorkin. Was on ABC from 98 to 2000.
Okay, I was thinking of a different one. I apologize.
Right. But anyway, back to Sorkin's style. I don't know if he wrote that one in a fever dream too, but his style tends to be, pretty rapid fire dialogue. There's not much dead air. He's always moving
No.
the story forward.
Yeah. Yeah. And what it really, you recognize that, perception is politics. It's like you can't have a personal life anymore. Another good character in there was Michael J. Fox, because he was kind of he was like the cynic of the White House. and always asking questions and always saying that you have no personal life. You've got to, fight fire with fire, whatever. But it does seem like that perception equal politics, and saying something over and over and over like they do now to make it seem like it's true.
I think Stephen Miller is playing the
me.
part
Oh.
of Michael J. Fox these days.
See, I always thought
we cannot say that about Michael J. Fox.
I always thought that character was based a little bit on George Stephanopoulos.
Could be, yeah.
It was supposed to be that, yeah, that was in part of Wikipedia. That's
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool.
Well, two things I thought were interesting was, or cute anyway, was when he tried to order flowers by himself.
Yeah.
It was kind of hilarious. And the other thing was,
The sad
how-
part is there is no more rose garden.
how they paid deference to him as president. Even the Martin Sheen character, who I guess known him for a long time, he called him Mr. President instead of his first name. And
Yeah.
when he overheard the Sydney character talking in the other room and saying something bad about him, and then he asked her into the Oval Office, she thought he was going to be really mad at her, and they were all scared shitless. And the other lady who said something about him being the lonely widower, she was like,
Yeah.
thought she was going to be fired. I thought that was interesting.
And the line when they're in the Oval Office and she's going to leave and
You can't go
can't
there.
do that. Well, you go there, the United States Secret Service.
Yeah, that was good. There are so many things about it that, or it was just, it was just a really good rom-com intermixed with politics.
The
No,
Ham
I
was a
think that-
really good follow-up.
We're just all dumbfounded that Mahoney picked a rom-com. We're still in shock here.
Yeah, yeah. But it's political. It's a political rom-com.
He doesn't
so
even
okay.
see that part of the
Doesn't
movie.
matter. It's a picture rom-com.
Well,
When they danced at the state dinner, Mahoney went and got a beer.
I did.
Or maybe a new hat.
No, it was a beer. I went to the fridge, got a beer.
But you know what? The other thing though, Mike, is oh God, here goes my mind again. The director,
Reiner.
Rob
right?
Reiner.
Yeah, Rob Reiner. He was supposed to be here in Sarasota in 2 weeks. He was set up to talk here, and I mean that's the other thing that I think was good, because he's just done so many good films that make you think, whether they're, whatever, but he's just, and it's just sad that he's gone.
Who wrote Harry Met Sally? Is that Nora Ephron? Did she write that?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
he's
But
got
he directed, yeah.
but he's got some stuff to work with.
Put it in my book.
Yeah.
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 I'll have where she's
Apparently-
stabbing.
Yeah. Oh my God, best line ever.
Apparently, the movie that preceded this movie was downplayed significantly by the critics, by Siskel and Ebert. They both thought it stunk, but then he redeemed himself with this movie. I
What was the
think that
one
was
before?
in Wikipedia. I don't remember what it was, but they thought it was a dog,
Malice.
Really?
maybe.
He
He did his. Are you talking about? Oh wait a second. I might be looking at Sorkin.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about Reiner.
Reiner.
Yeah,
Because most of his stuff, Stand By Me.
Yeah,
really
good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Princess
Princess
Bride.
Bride,
Princess Bride. Oh my gosh, yes.
as you wish.
best.
I am.
There was a few
Good
weeks
Yeah.
ago, a friend sent me a thing. He said you should really watch season 3, episode 19 of The West Wing, and it's an episode where all the presidents. It's like an overview episode. The presidents are in it, like Clinton's in it.
Really?
Carter's in it, and I think Bush is probably in it. I don't know, but they were they'll show a scene that they'd already done in previous seasons, and the presidents will pick it apart. And I think you would all find it pretty interesting. It's on Netflix, but season 3, episode 19. But Jeff, I was going to mention it at the end, but Jeff, when he was saying that everybody called him Mr. President, they did a little clip on that in this episode where it wasn't just presidents. They had secretaries of states too, and things like that. And it was one of the secretaries of state that said, oh yeah, he said, we all, no matter how well we know the president, we call him Mr. President.
It sounds like Mystery Science Theater 3000 with the
it was really I watched
MST3K, Mike.
Yeah. I love
Hey,
that.
Jeff, the Reiner's film just before this was North.
North.
Oh,
Okay.
I'd never heard of it, but
I never saw it.
Did they say anything about how it was received?
I didn't look that far.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it's just good.
That's a good pick, Mahoney.
Yes,
Good.
very good.
John, Chris said is this your favorite movie or one of your favorite movies?
One of my favorite movies. I've probably seen it a dozen times.
Really?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but you
is
know,
so-
Wicker, you know me. I like to watch movies that I like
Yeah.
time and again. You bitched at me the other day about that.
No, I did not bitch it.
Yeah, I was going to say, now that Barnhart's back, this was almost as good as Sinners.
I was wondering if you'd be watching Sinners again.
Yeah, probably.
I probably
See what
watch
you
it
missed?
later.
When are the Oscars? This Sunday?
March 15th or
March.
something,
Yeah,
14th.
15th, something like
Oh, we
that.
lost Mahoney again.
Oh,
Beware the Ides of March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North got
exactly.
4.6 stars out of 10.
He doesn't
Yeah.
want to make that movie of the year pick.
Who's
Yeah,
in
Siskel
North?
and Ebert said it was the worst movie of the year.
Who's in it?
Really? Boy, that's
This
strange.
South, the movie South,
North.
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 North went south.
Elijah Wood, Bruce
Yeah,
Willis,
North went south.
Oh, well, Bruce Willis.
Jason Alexander.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Bless his little heart, but yeah.
And that's a 25 release, 2025?
No,
No,
right before this movie.
94.
94.
The bad
Yeah.
one that Rob Reiner did.
Yeah. Tale of an 11-year-old boy who becomes a free agent and travels the world in search of the perfect parents.
Hmm.
Boy, and it's got a lot of big stars in it.
Well, just think about that. A little boy in search of the perfect parents. Was he talking about his son? I mean,
I don't know. It does have some stars. Wow. A lot of
Yeah.
comedy people.
Who wrote it? Can you tell?
Screenplay was by Alan Zweibel, based on a novel by Alan Zweibel.
Yeah, screenplay, Alan Zweibel and Andrew Scheinman.
what did he do before?
I don't know that. I don't know those names.
me either.
Maybe that's why.
Well,
Yes.
it goes back to,
Yeah.
was it the script and the director got out of the way, or was it the bare bones and the director turned it into something?
Man.
And, my guess is
Or-
he had plenty to work with Sorkin's script. He had plenty to work with Nora Ephron's script. Maybe not with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Off topic, Robert Duvall passed away today,
Oh, I
at the age
know.
of 95.
Yeah.
Mahoney, Donna was late. Can you go back and start over?
Yeah, the president elopes.
I think she should
Yeah,
watch the
very
rerun.
Yeah, we got a
Yeah,
recording.
you can watch the video. and stuff,
I'll watch that. Yeah. Yeah. But that was
Who-
sad about Duvall. God, he's done
Who's
so
up
much.
next? Who's after Mahoney?
Mike
Oh,
Madsen.
Oh, the
are you
other.
playing pool tomorrow,
Oh.
Matson?
That's what John says,
Okay.
which means not very well.
You're all invited, by the way. All right. What's your
So-
pick, sir?
So I've got a pick that's a general audience, Richard Dreyfuss follow-up, but there's a movie that I really recommend for people who can handle it. It's called Magic Trip, Ken Kesey's Search for a Cool Place. It's film they took, Neil Cassidy, Allen Ginsberg, Jack Kerouac, Larry McMurtry, Tom Wolfe,
Whoa.
Grateful Dead.
Oh my God.
If you,
Is this the train ride?
it's the
No,
it's
that's the
took them
festival.
further, their bus to the New York World's Fair in 1964.
Oh, geez.
It's on Tubi, so you got to go through ads.
What's the name of it again?
Magic Trip,
Okay.
Ken Kesey's Search for a Cool Place.
And where does Dreyfuss fit in?
That's in the, if you guys don't think you want to watch that movie, which is not got a lot of professional standards to it, as you might imagine.
Right.
Like we do.
Yeah.
Correct. My backup play was Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Ah, that's the Dreyfuss.
Okay. Spielberg.
So I figure everybody's seen it. Nobody's seen this other one. Maybe Karen. But
Yes, I have. Well,
for many of us,
but the Beat Generation was like that when I was an undergrad English major. That was like that. I think I read everything. Lawrence Ferlinghetti, Allen
so
Ginsberg.
the Beat Generation, these guys were just too young for it, but not old enough or not young enough to be hippies. They were right in between.
Right. Yeah. Neil Cassidy. Yeah.
And they talk about that, but just getting to see film with Kerouac, McMurtry,
Right.
Tom Wolfe, you go,
Wow.
holy cow. And the Grateful Dead in their start.
Yeah.
Wow. Does this have some elements of the electric Kool-Aid acid test in it?
Yeah, and that's why Wolf is, there's a lot of comment about it. But it's not a professional film. It's far
No,
from
well,
it.
yeah. And they didn't have, this is 64. They didn't even have great technology either,
And
How
the
long is
people
it?
operating the cameras really didn't know what they were doing. Or
And
Didn't
everybody
even know
was
what their
on
bodies
drugs.
were
Come on.
doing.
Yeah.
but I thought it was pretty interesting. It's not long. It's free on Tubi. But if you guys don't want to do that, I'll go the classic route with Close Encounters.
I've got nothing to do. I'll try both.
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
will too.
We've never done a double feature, I don't think.
Oh, that's right.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't the intent, but I knew that many of you had a lot of background in Ken Kesey and McMurtry, and to know those guys went to school together, Tom Wolfe. I mean, it's just a place in time. Sorry, Jeff Arthur. It's a place in time that
Yeah.
we'll never see again.
Are
Yeah.
you saying it's only available on Tubi?
No, you can look, but I didn't see it on any major
Wow.
subscriptions.
I mean, that might be the only thing.
There is a connection to this movie. I think Michael Douglas ended up with the rights to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and was the producer of that movie.
Yeah, Kesey's two first books, One Flew Over and Sometimes a Great Notion, a lot of conversations about those. McMurtry, speaking of Duvall, Lonesome Dove. So
Which Robert Duvall said was his favorite character. I was reading the New York
Oh,
Times
yeah.
story today, and he just really liked that character, and it was an excellent character.
When Joan reads the book and watches the series, she always gets a little teary because when she's done, she's really teary. She goes, "I miss those guys. I like those guys. I want to hang around with those guys."
Yeah.
it's a great one.
Football. Yeah.
And a lot of the pictures in that movie of Neil Cassidy, I mean, he was just on fire. So
He drove
Yeah,
the bus.
Aaron
He drove
Sorkin
the
would have fit in.
yeah. Except he's too late. That party
Yeah.
happened 20 years before then.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to watch them both, we'll talk about both.
I'm going to watch them both at the same time.
Good job.
Side by side.
Yeah.
Why not?
Gosh, I hope somebody doesn't try to do a triple just to outdo you.
Oh my gosh.
It's gotta be a time limit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody
Unless
else
you did
see
like the
anything?
shorts, that they at the Academy
Yeah.
Awards, yeah. You could do a triple on the short films.
Yeah.
Bill, when are you going to release the results of your election?
Oh, well, if Mike has them, I mean, I could stick him in his picks in here
We're all staring at you, Mahoney.
and
Fill out your form.
Well, I'll do it here presently.
Right after you call me.
I watched a movie
Right.
yesterday that was kind of cute. You guys have probably all seen it, but it was called Julie and Julia.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
thought I'd
yeah.
never seen it. I thought it was pretty, and I'm not a foodie or cook or anything, but I thought it was pretty well done.
Yeah.
Didn't we watch that, Bill?
I've seen it before, but I don't think that we did it as a
Not
I
group.
don't
the
think it's a
group.
club
Okay.
movie.
Who's
liver for the pate.
who's the main actress in that?
Amy Adams and Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
As
pretty good.
Julie Child, yeah.
I watched
That's your pick when it comes around.
A
Well,
Secret
speaking
Agent.
of books that get made into this being not a movie, but into a television series, has anyone besides me watched or read Heated Rivalry?
I have not. I've been
Yeah.
thinking about watching it.
I've read
I
about
haven't,
it.
I didn't read it.
What's it
I've been
on?
thinking about watching it, but I haven't. as yet.
HBO.
Hmm?
It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
It's 6 episodes. It's Canadian. If you've read about it, you know that it's a gay love story and it's
Mhm.
quite explicit. So I will put that out there for my gentleman friends that might have a little trouble watching that because there's nothing left to the imagination.
I've been in a
But I
locker
think
room.
it's amazing. I read the books. I saw the series. I know I'll watch it again. Yeah.
And-
Would
and-
Joan like it?
Maybe. I think
Maybe.
so.
I don't get HBO Max.
Don't either.
Before we run out of time, I'll give everybody an update. I went to see the surgeon today, and we have set March 6th as the date for the esophageal surgery. I didn't know it, but I will have 2 incisions, one in the front and one in the back. One is to take out the damaged part of the esophagus, and the other, and Jeff, you might know which way he's going for which, but then he has to pull my stomach up to meet the old part of, or the leftover part of the esophagus. So it's about a 7 or 8, 9-day hospital stay, and they will take me from clear liquids to creamy liquids to, semi, and then they send me home and hope I learn how to eat again, solid foods. So it's a 5 to 7 hour surgery. I met with the anesthesia team first thing this morning, and then the surgeon late this morning, and then we drove home. So we just went up for the night and back, but at least we have a solid date. And he was pretty optimistic that the chemo's left me in pretty good shape. I've gained some weight back. He wants me to start doing some walking and building my endurance up. So it's going to be a shock to the system, but there's plenty of pain meds, I guess, available. They got an epidural at the beginning, and then some pain buttons that I can trigger every, 15, 20 minutes. And then they send you home with just oral pain meds that you hopefully can wean yourself off of.
I'm sorry, did you mention a date?
March 6th, Friday, March 6th. Yeah.
So you're not going to be under general anesthesia?
Oh yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
Oh,
way out.
Oh,
for
this
5
is
to 7
after. Oh,
hours.
I thought you were saying during it you would be able to. Oh my God.
No,
Okay.
no.
It's adjunctive pain relief during the procedures, and maybe they'll leave it in for a while afterwards.
Right.
They're probably going to do a thoracotomy. So that'll be the incision on the back
Right.
over your thorax someplace to get into that part, the distal part of your esophagus. And then the abdominal incision is so they can work on the stomach, and
Okay.
then they'll meet in the middle somewhere. I'm not an esophageal expert or anything like that, but I have enough general surgery background to know that they'll probably take that approach, because getting to your esophagus through your abdomen would be a bitch. It would
Yeah.
be hard to do.
Yeah. Well, and I found out, I
I
thought
got one right here, a new one.
Yeah, it's nice. Put some silicone gel on that.
Well, the
I have been putting stuff on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
the incision in the back, they close with glue, and the incision in the front, they close with staples. So anyway, there might be a time, I don't know, if the first Monday in March is the 8th, I guess it would be either the first or I'll be there for the first, but I may not be there for the one after that. So anyway.
Will you be able to talk?
Well, I maybe not coherently in the first 24 to 48 hours.
Well,
because
yeah,
of
no,
amen.
I mean,
Yeah, the esophagus, and people have asked me that all the time. You know, you've had all this chemo on your esophagus. Have you lost your voice? It's at the bottom of my esophagus. It doesn't have anything to do with vocal cords or anything else.
okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Donna,
I thought the
that,
first
that
Monday in
that
March
he's
was the
coherent
second.
now.
Isn't it?
First Monday in March is the 2nd.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Rick, you're
is.
usually the best with the calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
March
I'll be there.
2nd is when
There.
Matson's up.
You'll have a Friday operation then.
Yeah. So that's in between the 2 Mondays. So with any luck, I'll see you again in some form
Yeah.
on the, what would that be? The 16th?
16th, yeah.
Okay. I smell dinner here.
Yeah,
Are you gonna miss your pick?
Who's next after?
because
I'm
after
after
Mike,
Matt,
comes Chris and then John and then me and
John,
then
and
Gary.
you,
So,
so there'll be a couple of months.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you got a couple months.
Yeah.
Well, I strongly encourage you to do the preconditioning that they say, because that'll help you speed through in recovery.
Yeah.
That I know you're serious about doing that, but that's a great bit of advice.
When I got home today, I walked a mile. It would be easier, except the neuropathy in my feet makes it feel like I'm walking on gravel. I mean, it's
Ooh.
not the endurance or anything. It's just the pain in the feet. But I walked to the pharmacy today to get the medicine that's supposed to help me with that. So, you know, hopefully it'll all work out. But I've also got
Yeah.
these watery eyes that I can't get rid of, and I'm, it's just
Look
an
for
Yeah.
good, look for good shoes, Gary.
I've got good shoes. It's just I've got bad feet right now.
Yeah.
Bad feet.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
nerves.
I have neuropathy in my left foot from that accident a couple years ago. And so I'm always trying on shoes now, and I always have to go by what my right foot says because it doesn't have it. But I
Yeah.
mean, I'm always looking for good shoes to try to take some of that sting out.
Well, if you come up on one, let me know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clouds.
All right.
Focus on core and stretching too.
Okay. Just the bands, you mean?
Well, just stuff to make your core stronger,
core,
your abdominal
core.
muscles
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
your torso and everything, and
I've got
flexibility.
I've enrolled in a chair yoga program. And that's mostly what it does is even though if you can't do the endurance thing right now because you can still get some core strength, it's like yoga.
Mhm.
And
Right.
I'm doing that pretty regularly.
Great.
Good.
See you guys.
All right.
All right.
Good
Thanks
job,
again,
Mahoney.
Michael.
Call
Okay.
me Honus.
Thanks.
Aloha,
Bye.
Oh, yeah, have a good trip.
thanks,
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
bye.